With this, I request Ravi Saxena ji to say a few words.
And distinguished guests, good to see Professor Vasani here. Well, this was a very sudden invitation to come and speak from here, and I was just thinking, what should I speak upon? Because this is awards night. Normally you host awards night, and this is looking like night, not too bad, and you're able to do it in the day. And he talked of missing the bus, and I always, when I have been saying that, well, I hold a position of a department which is always on a railway platform but has never been able to catch the train or catch the bus, because everybody says, you missed the bus. And so government is supposed to have missed the bus, and we have been looking for that bus, where it is, and what have we actually missed. So I believe in the morning Guru Raj Raoji, my colleague, has elaborated upon the governance part of IT, because there are two parts. One is what industry is doing, second is what government is doing, and third, of course, is what industry is making government to buy. So buying and selling is also going on, but industry, today is the industry's day. Government has done fairly well for itself. As a matter of fact, like you mentioned, we have the largest internet, and we have certain strengths which other states are also now gaining. But like I was talking to our Honorable Chief Minister a couple of days back, he was saying, let's not get into this one-upmanship. Let's not say my state is better than your state in reaching here. Let's say, what do you have and what we have, and how both of us can collaborate to strengthen. So that is where I think when it comes to governance, the challenges of India are humongous. India is a huge country with now more than 1 billion people. For last 1 decade we kept on saying 1 billion people, but now it's proven that we are how many? 1.25 billion people perhaps. So that's a very large population. So the challenge is to reach out to each of them, and that challenge is not faced by most of the countries. Countries in Europe, you can imagine how simple it is for them to reach to each of their citizens compared to what it is for us. And there, the kind of purusharth, as I call it, we have done in Gujarat in establishing a broadband-based intranet and provision of internet facility also to all the 18,000 villages, has made our path relatively simpler, and we are now at a stage where we actively planning to roll out applications which would make the life of the poorest man in the remotest village simpler for us. And during the lunch, we were having some discussion on how today the initiative of the government of Gujarat is to take the administration to taluka level. We call it ATVT, Apno Taluko, Vibrant Taluko, which means the vibrance of the government must be felt, must be established at the taluka level and not at the district level, which is what is a novel step in governance. Novel in the sense that for now, how many centuries? For now, 7-8 centuries, when the districts got established by Sher Shah Suri and then the administration system was set up, the unit of administration was the district, and district headquarter was the place which used to be vibrant. And that is what everywhere in the country you see, that anybody wants any resolution of his issues, problems, you have to go to the district headquarter and queue up before the collector office. And this is the paradigm that is getting demolished in Gujarat altogether, and it's been done without in a whimper. People don't even know what has been achieved in the last 2 months. The government has been shifted from districts to the talukas. Taluka, which was headed by a Mamlatdar who used to be a very small, helpless person who didn't have the power to solve the problems of the people, he's been replaced by an additional collector level person. Powers have been delegated hugely by departments to lie at the taluka level. A taluka consists of essentially, let's say, 100 villages, and a district consists of typically how many? It is about 1,000 villages, 1,000 to 1,500 villages. So that's the difference it's making. That today, an area of 100 villages would have, its kind of head office. So IT was deployed in a big way, and in 1 month's time, 225 talukas. They were all provided with robust connectivity, with higher level bandwidth, to ensure that applications can be filed online from a single point, which would be Kendra. So this is one of the major happenings. I thought I should inform this place so far as the governance is concerned. Now, on the part of industry, today there are some awards being given, and which would recognize excellence in different areas, and we would all see that the efforts are there. There is enterprise, there is initiative in our industry. Gujarat is not reckoned as the most frontline state from the point of view of the exports. What IT intensive states are known for is essentially exports, and for that reason the employment. What you have in Bangalore, what you have in Hyderabad is essentially providing support to industry in developed countries like US, like Europe, and many other parts, by providing them solutions through some kind of. But governance may not be so intense in some of those places where exports are very high, from where the exports are high, from where employment is very high, and yet the IT may not have touched upon the governance in the same manner. And that is one aspect. And the second aspect which I wanted to talk to you about today is the question of innovation. They say, and I'm sure some application, there would be representatives of major application vendors of the world like Oracle, like Microsoft, like who have developed pioneering applications which are being sold globally. Somebody was telling me that India per se has not produced even one major application, which could be sold globally as a product of excellence, and where there is no alternative. Today, Microsoft, now in open source also you have products, and yet as a huge IT community, the innovation either in applications or in hardware is not yet come from this country, and that's where the state which would do that, and that would happen in institutions, Professor Vasani, and I'm sure Nirma is one of the leading institutions. You've done good work in robotics, and we have many other institutions which are having capacity, but somehow there is that ecosystem for innovation, as one would call it, which requires a very sound interface between the industry and the research institutions and the academia. This interface and a very vibrant interaction amongst the three, mobility of people from the academia to laboratories to to industry, back and forth, to see what is the challenge of the market and how to meet with that challenge through hypothesis in the academic institution, through a product in the research laboratories, and incubation into the industry. And that would really lead to a product which could be the kind I'm talking about, and which, so innovation is perhaps what we need to think about. This decade is that of knowledge and innovation. And there is no reason why Gujarat cannot be the state, irrespective of the lack of exports from here in application space or in hardware space. There is no reason why we cannot develop ecosystem for innovation and shine like a star on the global platform for developing something which the world over they would need. And I would therefore, while wishing, congratulating all those who have yet to come for getting awards, I would wish that they egg on and move further with determination to get this place of excellence by way of innovating, by way of being the leaders, frontline leaders of IT developers of products or applications, and be the innovators, get them for themselves and raise the flag of Gujarat also. So with that, I thank Jamin and GESIA for giving me this opportunity. Shankar Agrawal, in fact, was very keen to come and had good plans to come here. I'm sure you would explain in the morning, but he had to stay back because of something to be done today. People would come to know all over. It's news. And so today I'm alone in doing this. But thank you, and wish you, GESIA, very well. All the best. Your, as Sunil said, this award event is becoming larger and larger. We hope this becomes an event which would be looked forward to by leaders of industry in the country. And, they would wait for this to happen and come over here. This time we've been able to, when I say we've been, because we have been talking together for setting up this event, able to get some distinguished guests from outside Gujarat, and that's a very good thing which has happened. And I'm sure next year it would be populated and spread all over better, and we would have even more people come and take a look as to what people in Gujarat are doing, what industry in Gujarat is doing, look at its potential, give it the requisite support, and that would sow the seeds of Gujarat industry at a national level. And so congratulations to those who are going to be the wannabe winners now, and congratulations to GESIA for setting up such an event, and thank you for having me over here. Jai Hind, Jai Gujarat.